Hi students, welcome back. Coming to the next topic, that is a wrapper classes. So what is this wrapper class? It's a simple thing. Okay. Each of Java's 8 primitives. You all know the 8 primitive data types. What are these? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, character, boolean. These are all you are returning in the small letters, right? So primitive data types you have to mention in the small letters. Okay. So these 8 primitive data types has a class, and those classes are called wrapper classes. 8 data types that we are used in Java programming languages, the primitive data types has class. Those data types has a class, and those classes we call it as a wrapper classes because they wrap the data into an object. The use of this wrap class means whatever the data type that we are mentioning it as a class, and those classes we used to call it as a wrapper classes. Okay, because they wrap the data into an object. They wrap the data into an object. See here, primitive data types wrapper class. The byte is mentioned as a class, capital B. Okay, this wrapper class wrap the data into an object. Whatever the data that is there, the byte data into an object, that data is going to be wrapped into an object. The short, it's a class. Int is represented as a class, capital I. Long, capital L. Float, capital F. So whenever you have seen small letters, then you call it as a primitive data types. Whenever you have seen the capital letter, the starting letter is a capital letter, then you have to call it as a wrapper class. They wrap the data into an object. See, double, capital D. Character, capital C. Boolean, capital B. Okay. So these above all these wrapper classes are present in java.lang.package. These wrapper classes, whatever the byte, short, int, long, float, double, character, boolean, all those wrapper classes are present in java.lang.package. So no need to mention, by default it imports the java.lang.package. Okay. So suppose in the command prompt try to call the tool java p. Okay, profile java p tool java.lang. Let me take integer. It's a wrapper class. Okay, it's a wrapper class. So let's take this wrapper class, and so many methods and constructors will be appeared. In that I'm just taking only one constructor, public integer int. Okay, this constructor consisting of argument of integer type. It is used to convert the integer, whatever the primitive data type, into wrapper class. Wrapper class. The primitive data type is converting into the class. Means that object, whatever it is there, they wrap the data into an object. Wrap the data into an object. So further, this is the constructor we are using. And method, public return type is int value. What is the use of this? It is used to convert the integer into int. Int value, whatever the wrapper class is there, that is converted into integer. So I had just taken only this constructor and method. So to work out one program. Okay. So many constructors methods are there, but I had explaining only one method. Okay. So use of this wrapper class. Okay. So now let's try to see here. A primitive type to reference type. How you are going to convert the primitive type to reference type? So this is primitive data type, right or wrong? Integer is a primitive data type. Int x is equal to 10. That I want to convert it to reference type. So integer is a class name. I is equal, it's a object reference. Integer consisting of object reference I. New integer, it's passed. It's a constructor. I already said integer, it's a constructor consisting of arguments int. So that is the primitive data type. This is a primitive data type is to reference type. This primitive to reference type. Now reference to primitive. So this is a number. Integer I is equal to new integer. So I, it's a reference type. So now I dot int value. int value. I had used the int value. What is the use of integer value? It is used to convert wrapper class, whatever it is there, integer to int. This int value method used to convert the integer wrapper class into int. So these are the two examples. Primitive type to reference type to primitive type. Okay, now let me take some methods and try to execute the program by using the wrapper classes. So I am taking a wrapper class integer. So java p java.lang.integer. If you type in the command prompt, so many methods will be appeared. In that I am taking only 3 methods. Public static string to hexa string. I want to convert whatever the integer that I am passing here to hexa string, and integer to octal string, integer to binary string. I am calling these methods. So how to call these methods? Let's see the program. Okay. Still, if you are having any doubt on executing this program, you can try to watch the next video. In the next video, I'll explain this program on Eclipse IDE. Program to demonstrate number formats. I am taking a number formats. So class demo is loaded, open brace executed, main method called. So this is a int a is equal to 30. Okay. So this is a local variable 30. So I am passing this integer value. Okay. Integer, it's a wrapper class, right? It's a wrapper class. In the wrapper class, 2 binary string method is present. So in this wrapper class, 2 binary string method is present, that I am calling. 2 binary string, whatever the integer that is there, that is converted into binary string. Okay, system.out.println, integer is a wrapper class. In that wrapper class, 2 octal string method is there, I am calling that. Okay, and convert this integer to octal string and convert this integer into hexa string. Okay, so whenever I try to compile this program, so 2 binary, whatever the 30 I have given, it is converted into binary. So binary value is 1, 1, 1, 0. So the 30 is the integer value and the binary value is, this is will be the output here. And if you, this statement output is 36 and this statement output is 1e. So pause this video and try to execute this program on Notepad++ or Eclipse IDE. Okay, and check what will be the happen. Okay, still if you are facing any doubts in executing this program, try to watch my next video. So there I had execute this program on IDE. Thank you.